Alright guys, so we're going to start today with a quick little unbox of the WLToys what's the number on this thing? I always forget. 144016. Now this is the lowest end. I wouldn't even call it lowest end, but it's the most inexpensive. It's got friction shocks, it's got plastic shock towers. It's got plastic dog bones now. That in itself isn't concerning to me. Not when you're talking about a car that essentially is the same style as your 144001, you know, with the 540 motor. Now this one, you see there that comes with the 390 motor, friction shocks. Now, even the diffs look a little different. They have plastic cups instead of metal. Now, it says it does have the spiky tires like you get in the 112s, the 124016 and whatnot, but the box on the front shows the standard WL style, so we'll see what you get. But we got a really great deal on this. Their standard MSRP is like $60, which is like half the price of your WLs, your 144001s. Those are about $100. Normally you can pick those up for about $75. Now we got lucky with the coupon. I got $11 off coupon, plus it was on sale for $30. So we got it for like $20. And you really can't beat that for the price. You can't even get parts for that price. So we'll start with see what you get in the box. They don't give you a lot of extra frills, which I didn't expect that. They do give you a charger with a nice long cord, which is cool. Looks like looks very similar to the URGENEX one, but there's a dual. So we're not really going to get into that too much. This is normal, you know, stuff that we don't ever open up. Not unless there's good parts in it, like spares and whatnot. So it's your standard WL packaging, nice, small, compact. So there's the car. Hopefully you guys can see what's going on here. Aim it down a little more. I like the body, but you can see those friction shocks. So right next to it is our run to 100 144001 that's been upgraded, and you can right off the muscle see the differences here. Now, the interesting thing about these shocks, for those that don't remember, actually hold on one second, hold that thought. So, about a year or so ago, the WL came out with a 124008, which is by far one of my funnest bashers. Hard to break. But when they originally came out, you can see we upgraded these to carbon fiber, but they had these same shock towers, and hey, notice they do have the knobby tires. So even though the photo is incorrect, the tires that come with it are what's explained, so that's good. Anyways, these are the shocks that originally came out on these, and on opening day, everyone lost their mind, and they went and switched them out with these shocks. So my guess is there was just a surplus, so they figured, well, let's use these, and you know, you got a bunch, might as well use them. So, which is smart, you know. Let's see what else is in here. Got your standard WL controller. Got a million of these. Might not even take it out. I might just use one of my other ones and bind it in the box, because they're all bindable. But let's see what's under the hood. My plan with this is we're gonna run it on the track first. Oh, it's different ESC. So yeah, you're back to the same old WL 4-pin servos, but they do have a new servo saver. I like the 390 can. It looks like the 540, just smaller. It doesn't look bad at all. But other than that, everything uses it's not a. The other thing that you want to see is, or you want to notice, is that this chassis is plastic, made to look like carbon fiber, but it's not like the other ones. So this might be an inexpensive, you know, even an inexpensive chassis, $2-3 chassis. That's kind of cool. That's different. You know, they do put some stress parts on there. So we're going to get this out. Most likely we're going to start with just a speed run. You know, we'll put it when we do the next speed run for the speed run competition. We'll take a look at it. But my plan for this is for the skate park. Plastic is always good in the skate park, and when I saw that they had the drive shafts, plastic drive shafts, all plastic, I want to see how well it holds up. Not sure I'd pay $60 for it. It's worth $60, but we're pretty cheap. You know, they use a screw hex on it. It's very similar to the difference between the HBX EC30s. There's two models. The brushless had your other dog bones, so maybe they took advantage of those. So now inherently it looks like the parts aren't swappable, but we'll test that out at a future date when we upgrade it. Plan will be to upgrade these shocks and do what we can do to make it better. Because these are just, I mean, they bottom right out. So but for a skate park, they're probably all right. So we'll get this charged up and we'll get it tested out. This is just an unbox. I do like the new servo saver, and I do like that chassis. You see on these are all metal ones with edges, so they just took it and made a mold. Probably saved a bunch of money, especially with the price of steel and metal nowadays. But yeah, and they are using the bolts. I mentioned that somebody else was in the competition, gotten H&W Racing had gotten 2 of the 112 brushed versions, and one of them had bolts and one of them had pins. Now they might have done that as one, you're not adding much cost, but it's a huge upgrade in terms of you know, those other ones would work out and then you have to get new pieces and all that, and this is a way of reducing that. But overall it looks like the construction is good. Most of the parts are interchangeable. Be kind of neat to see how she rolls. Maybe in the future we'll put these back on the 1.2 and put that out, or maybe we'll just give this car away. We'll see where it goes, because at $20 price point, it's not a bad starter. If you're looking to get in the 114s and you get one of these for $20, throw a new motor in it. Only problem is you got a plastic motor mount. It's no metal no more. I'm not sure you can even upgrade the motor mount. We'll have to take it apart and do a deeper dive. This is just an unbox, so I don't know. I'm kind of interested to see what she does. It's pretty cool. I like the body too. You know, I think that I love these bodies. That purple pops. So I don't know. Hopefully you guys like. Yeah, I dig it. For $20, can't go wrong. Even $40, this is good. This is a good price. And there are some minor differences. Again, they just cheaped out where they had to. And that's again why WL, they have what? You got this one, you got the 144001, which at the time when the markets were flooded, these were only $50 a piece, so these were cheaper than these. But right now they're hovering right around 75. The MSRP is about 100. And then you got your 144010, which is the brushless upgrade, which is like the EAT14 if you're into Eachine and Banggood. And those ones hover around 150. But for that price, you can start looking at the 112s, like this, the 124008 and the 124010, which is a brush version of this. They're right around that 89 to 120 range. You know, their MSRP is a little higher, but that's always the way it is. So they give you lots of options, or you can even go with like we're running in the competitions, like the 124016s, which have the metal pan. They're just stretched out a little further. And I don't mind plastic. Plastic's great for bashing. Metal is good for certain things, and plastic's good for certain things. So it all depends on what you're doing. We'll see how it runs though. I'm a little nervous with all the bouncy shocks. Maybe we'll get our 144001 out, and we got a stock one, and we'll run them against each other on track. Warren and I can do a little race or something. We'll see. But anyways, make sure you check out our speedrun competition. Make sure you check out all the guys, you know, and we'll get this out as soon as we can. We'll unbox. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks. See you when I see ya.
It's right place. Stay tuned for more. But Sarah Slate to 8 up to me. Moments for shame.
Stay tuned for more, just getting started. Every guy you'll feel worried. Everything you feel the right place. Right this way, you know it's right. Doing some nuts, a little taste by the light. It's great, we'll on your side. On Mike said I was right. Really like that place. Right place was Captain 7, winning mile on getting members. Right place, sucker, had a fish 10%.